Hello and welcome to a Magic Origins draft. In this pack the rare looks pretty bad, so my eyes goes to this Fiery Impulse. If this was any other format I would like Unholy Hunger, but this is a pretty fast format. These uncommons are pretty interesting. I think if I were to take something that wasn't Fiery Impulse or Unholy Hunger, I would probably take Blessed Spirits. Card can be pretty good, but you don't have that many enchantments, and I think Fiery Impulse is in red is a better color than black, and it's much cheaper. So gonna take Fiery Impulse, and actually Maging Bully would be very sweet if I could wheel it, because the card is actually decent. This format is pretty aggressive, so I don't mind playing a Maging Bully turn 2. Not show that again. So here we have another Bloodcurse Knight. So if I had been Psychic, I could have taken the first one and forced a sweet enchantment deck. I don't like the deck too much because you don't have that many interesting enchantments. We also have Herald of the Pantheon, which is an interesting card, but I think I'm gonna take Throwing Knife. I really like that card. It also helps me be open. Throwing Knife is really good because you can, as with all equipments, it does a lot of work, and if you're losing to an evasion creature, you can just throw it at the creature, and then you don't have the downside of this being clunky. I mean, you still have, but you can always kill like an Orchard Spirit or something that is killing you. I like the card a lot, so let's take it. Alright, so we have a choice. We have Skyraker Giant and Boggart Brute. Both are good. I think I like Skyraker a little bit better, because a 4/3 just beats a lot of cards on its own. And the Boggart Brute is good, but if your opponent can block it, it's just a 3/2. I can also take this Air Elemental. So the question is, do I want to go with and stay open, or do I take this sweet 4/4 flyer, which is in a good color, and red-white is a fine archetype. This is actually not an easy pick. I think I'm gonna take the Air Elemental. Just think the card is pretty good. So we can take a black card here if we would like. You can take Fleshbag and Fetid Imp. Fleshbag work is pretty good in red-black because you can sacrifice a creature you steal with Act of Treason. Amprint Tactician is fine, but I don't know if I really wanna go all in on my 4/4 flyer. I could Piler is interesting, but it's not very good. So I think I'm gonna take Fleshbag because it's really good in black-red sacrifice. I can take Boggart Brute here. It seems pretty easy. Card is solid, better than Dragon Fodder. Dragon Fodder is actually decent in red-black because you have Nantuko Husk, so it works. It's also 2-drop, so you can block Totem Freeblade. Dragon Fodder is probably better in this format than it was in Dragons of Tarkir, but Boggart Brute is a little bit better. So not much in white. I could take Deadridge Shaman. I don't think I want Eyeblight Massacre in this deck. It looks like it's gonna be pretty good against us, and it's gonna kill most of my creatures. Deadridge Shaman is fine. I don't like the card as much as other people do. I could take Maging Bully. Actually, I think Maging Bully might be better. We also have 2 non-creature spells, and Deadridge Shaman trades for everything. Maging Bully comes with a downside, but it's not that big, actually. Oh, here we have some sweet cards. We have Enshrouding Mists, very good if you're going to be white. We have Eyeblight Assassin, it's a fine card. Doesn't always kill what you want to kill. think Nantuko Husk seems good. Then we could move into Black-Red Sacrifice. Rogue's Passage is also would be the pick if I couldn't take any of the other cards. I would really love one Rogue's Passage, but Nantuko Husk is an engine card in our deck, so take it. And this is a Sumball, all Alpha and Orchard Spirit. We can't take them. These black cards are not very good. I'm gonna take Fiery Conclusion because it's good with Act of Treason and it's fine with Dragon Fodder and stuff. And Nissa's Revelation, I've actually had it in a deck where I first pick as Revenge and then I picked this as a second pick. It was still not that good. It was fine, but this is not the format for 7 mana that doesn't affect the board. I mean, the life gain is nice. If you didn't gain any life, the card would be completely unplayable. I can just take Deadbridge Shaman. I don't think Infernal Scoring is very good. It can be good if you have Dragon Fodder, but Deadbridge Shaman is fine. And yeah, I'm not worried about passing Bloodcurse Knight. If someone wanted it, they would have probably taken it. So I think Consecrated by Blood can be pretty good. It's definitely better than Cobblebrute. This is a card that can win games on its own. It's pretty bad against blue because they have Claustrophobia and Bounce in various forms, but you can just side it out. Don't like this card, and Dark Dabbling could be interesting. It's potentially a 2-for-1, so. And Alchemist Vial, I think Smash to Smithereens is not very impressive even as a sideboard card. If you kill a Topter with it, it's not really, you're not really getting anywhere. Just taking half a card and deal them some damage, but Alchemist Vial is fine. And someone can have an Artifacts of Fishing. I almost never hate draft in the first pack because I want people to go into other colors, so they can have a blue card because there's almost no chance I'm blue. I could be white, but it's unlikely. Alright, and we have an Act of Treason. I'm not gonna take it here because I want to wheel it. If no one else in this archetype, it should wheel. This pack is not insanely strong. It's got Wolf, Reader Bones, Acolyte, which I'm gonna take. It's a very strong card. Elite, and Mighty Lip. So it may not wheel, but this is a really good card. And there is a small chance that Act of Treason wheels. And this is an uncommon, so I'm less likely to see this type of card. This card can be really good if you play it on turn 3. It can be very hard to block. So I have a choice between Boggart Brute and Subterranean Scout. So in a vacuum, the Brute is better. The Scout can be pretty sick with Nantuko Husk though. You just target it and then you sack your whole team, including this guy. And we don't have actually any 2-drops except this one, so I'm gonna take the Scout. It's part curve consideration and part that I wanna combo with the Husk. Yeah. That's what you have to do in this format. It's a pretty aggressive format. And the Sergeant is sweet, but I want to take a Fiery Impulse. Clears the way for my creatures, makes this guy a little bit better. Yeah. It's much harder to get Fiery Impulse than to get like a freed up creatures. I have a lot of freed up creatures. Of course, Fleshbag is not really always a creature, but you know. Take Fiery Impulse, and I guess I can take an Unholy Hunger. It's 5 mana is not optimal, but it clears the way. You can, you know, every game is not going to be optimal. You just curve out and never draw a 5th land. And Unholy Hunger deals with a lot of annoying creatures like Sentinel of the Eternal Watch. I mean, this card is good. It's just that 5 mana is a lot in this format, but it's still fine. I'm gonna take it. And so there's an all hammered, which I'm not gonna take. I actually think I'm gonna take Unholy Hunger over the Brute, because I have so many free drops, and 2 is fine to have a 5-drop removal spell. I think you can play 2 Unholy Hungers, it's fine. These 3 drops come by later, and I think you can kill all hammered in response to the trigger. So if I have seen all hammered, I could keep 5 mana open for this card, so it's not gonna be a total blowout. And I'm very happy about this. I get an Act of Treason, so it's great with Husk, Marauder, and Fiery Conclusion. So I in this deck right now, I'm lacking for effects like Act of Treason. There is also the uncommon that takes a guy with power 2 or less. So I have a lot of ways or free to get rid of creatures, but I don't have any Act of Treasons yet, so this is perfect. There's also nothing else. Waltz is fine as a sideboard in a grindy matchup, but Act of Treason makes me very happy. Okay, so I'm not gonna take the Return Centaur. If I was gonna take a creature, I was gonna take this Guardian Automaton. I could take a Macabre Waltz, but I'm fine having a 3-drop. A 4-drop, I should say. Yeah. I'm only having 7 creatures right now. I could use another one. So, ooh, actually, this is not a wheel. I was gonna think, was this Act of Treason wheel? But I don't. There is 8 cards left, so 7 cards have been taken, which means that we could get another Act of Treason in the next pack. Blightcast is not good in this deck. We only have an Infernal Score. Actually, we don't have an Infernal Score. We have a Consecrated Blood, but 1 is not enough, and Act of Treason is sick, and we got a 3rd one. I think I'm gonna take it. I wouldn't mind Read the Bones, but I think Act of Treason just is what this deck needs. And now when we have 3 Act of Treasons, we could pick. I think 3 is enough. We could pick up the uncommon still, but I don't want more than 3. And this is going to be an aggressive deck. I mean, Act of Treason is not only does it combo, it also is, you can sometimes steal games by being aggressive. So I'm going to take Ramroller over Guardians, even though I think a lot of decks you rather have Guardian, and I also have 3 artifacts, so Ramroller could make it. I can take Smash now. I don't. Although I just picked up a Ramroller. Yeah, I'm gonna. See, the thing is, I don't think I'm gonna play this Automaton. I might. Smash is just not a good sideboard card. This card could be annoying. Yeah, okay. Doesn't really matter. I think blue seems pretty open, judging by the Alhamret and the fact that we get these cards pretty late. So I could use some more sacrifice effects now. And I guess we have a Trolling Victor. I think that's gonna be the pick. I would take Unholy Hunger if I didn't already have 2. And Boggart Brute, I have so many 3-drops, although I guess 3 of them are Act of Treasons. But I could use another steal effect here. It's fine. So yeah. It is 7 mana, but this guy also can push through damage. So okay, I guess I can take another Scout, and I would really love to get another Nantuko Husk at this point. With 2 Subterranean Scouts, they would be even better. So I guess I take that. I think 17 lands is fine in this deck. Gonna take the Husk here, it's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So yeah, I think 17 lands is perfect. Call of the Full Moon could be played with pretty aggressive. So now we have to cut something. I'm gonna take it. I think card I wanna cut is thinking about Ram Roller, but maybe it's an automaton. I think it's an automaton. Here I think I take the removal spell. Dragon Fodder would be sweet because we have 2 Nantuko husks, but Lightning Javelin also goes to the face, so I like it. It deals with enough creatures for 4 mana. It's as solid as a removal spell, but it also can deal the last damage to your opponent's face. Sheath would be interesting, maybe, but I think Javelin is good, and the 3rd husk is fine. And now I will pick Dragon Fodder pretty high. Not in this pack. I think I can cut Ram Roller. Here there is nothing I want to play, so I'm just gonna cut this Free Blade. I have more than enough playables right now. And I gotta read the bones anyway. Cool. Think I want it. And Fury is a fine sideboard card. We have so many playables, I don't think we need it main deck, but it's interesting. Yeah, it's mostly garbage. Take this guy. And yeah, it can be annoying. Assassin is gonna be a sideboard right now. I don't think it's that insane. We can board it in. Night Snare against some insane bomb, like, I don't know, Tragic Arrogance or something. I think I'm just gonna... I don't think we need... This card is interesting with so many Nantuko Husk, but as you can see we only have 12 creatures, so I don't want to cut another creature. I think I'm gonna cut that. And I have to cut another card. Maybe I don't need this Vial. Most annoying card. And I'm not gonna play it, obviously. I think I'm gonna cut the Vial. So this looks sweet. I like Reader Bones, but because this deck has some combos in it, and by that I mean Act of Treason and Nantuko Husk, and it also has Subterranean Scout and Nantuko Husk. This deck has some combo pieces, so I really like Reader Bones as a way to find those pieces. So I like it. It's also card advantage. We can board it out if we play against something that's insanely aggressive or something. I think I'm gonna replace Deadbridge Shaman with Eyeblight Assassin. I think it's just a better card now that I think about it. This was just stuck in my deck for some reason. I just think this is a better card. Yeah, I wish I had a little more creatures, but I could cut Reader Bones. I don't want to cut Reader Bones though. This deck looks interesting. And lands, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna play 9/8. So I have a lot of more red cards than black, but I have 2 double black spells. So I'm pretty sure Magic Online is gonna suggest something crazy. No, it actually was on my page for once. Usually me and the Magic Online basic land adder don't go well together, but this time we actually are on the same page. So the only question mark I had is if I want to replace Reader Bones with something. But I like the card too much. So I think this is gonna be my deck. It's pretty heavy on the 3-drop slot, which means we're only gonna be needing 17 lands, I think. Yeah, this seems okay. See, if I had something insane, like I think the creature I could potentially add would be Deadbridge Shaman, Automaton, Ram Roller, and Cobble Brute. So if I had like a 2-drop creature, there was no question I would just cut this Reader Bones for that. But I only have 3-drop creatures or 4 drops, and that's not exactly what this deck needs. So if I had something like a dragon fodder, there was no way I was ever gonna cut it, but you know what I mean. I think a 2-drop is... Yeah, this deck is a couple of 2-drops away from being great. Still think it's fine, but a little clunky. Alright, let's see you in round number 1.